Debbie and I are talking today about the 6th Annual Men's Health Forum. My goodness, I can't believe. Wow.
Wow, yeah.
It's always so well attended. Tell us what's going on this year.
Well attended, yes. It is on Thursday, May 22nd. And we'll have, of course, everything's free, no charge, never a charge. We will have all kinds of people there that will have booths that will talk about all the products and services that they offer, anything from in-home care services to devices that they might need in their house. We will have, we're going to have some student nurses, and they're going to do the balance testing and the blood pressure checks.
Oh, good.
Young student nurses. And Taylor Herring will do the hearing tests, which we always appreciate greatly. And this year we are doing a little bit of a different approach. We've got Dr. Ronald Tilley, who many of you may know is a pain management doctor, and Baxter Regional bought that clinic not long ago.
They're a department of the hospital, you
we're
bet.
very happy to have them on board. And then we're also thrilled to get Dr. Elkins, our cardiovascular surgeon, who will finish out the day. He's a wonderful doctor, just a brilliant doctor.
Yes,
we're
he is.
very, very excited to have him. We also have a panel of doctors. We'll have Dr. Badajo, which a lot of you know is a wonderful gastroenterologist, everybody's favorite thing to do, get a colonoscopy.
Whether you need one
but
or
you
not.
need to do it,
yes,
yeah.
you do.
Dr. King, dermatology. We can ask him questions, and the panel, the attendees are allowed to ask questions of the doctors on the panel, which we like. And you know, unfortunately, skin cancer is very prevalent and very common, and a lot of us, myself included, as we were younger, were out doing kind of crazy things in the sun. Yeah. So now we're paying for a little bit, so we can ask him some questions. We will have Dr. Lindsay, who's a urologist, and you know, there's lots of controversy going on about PSA. Should they do it or should they not do it? So an opportunity to get Dr. Lindsay's opinion about that. And we also have Dr. Russ Rawls, great orthopedic doctor that we have in town. You know, lots of hip replacements and knee replacements and all those kinds of things going on, and just great group of doctors.
Right.
Then we're particularly honored that we badgered Forrest Woods enough. The founder of Ranger Boats will be our very special guest. So.
Oh my goodness, and he is a very special guest.
He is.
I've done some advertising segments with Forrest before, and what an incredible man. This area is so lucky that he had the foresight and the creative genius to go ahead and do what he did to better this area, and he does that every single day of his life with trying to keep the state as natural as possible.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. So we're you know, I'm kind of one of those, if you don't say yes the first time, we'll keep going back until you say yes, just to get me to go away.
Persistence beats resistance every time with Debbie. You know, I think it's real important, too, for those that are watching that may have not attended previous health forums, that this is for men only. So, so that you are feeling comfortable on asking those questions about your health.
That's right.
That you've been, you don't want to do in mixed company kind of thing. Believe me.
That's right.
They let nobody in, no women in.
That's right.
Men only.
We'll have the particular vendors may have women there, but when the sessions start, the doors come down and the women are nowhere to be found, and they can't hear anything. So, you know, and Donna makes a good point. We like to make it for the guys so that you can ask the questions that you might not want to ask in a mixed crowd. Now's the time to ask anything that might be on your mind, and you know, get a straightforward answer from the doctor with nobody else interfering with you, so to speak. So,
and if it's on your mind, believe me, there's 18 people sitting around you that it's on their mind too. They're just hesitant to perhaps ask. So be the brave person. Ask those docs the questions.
Absolutely. And it starts at 8:30. We'll give you some breakfast. We'll give you some granola bars and things like that, and a cup of coffee and some juice, and then we'll feed you lunch, and there's no charge. Arvis Bank's going to cook the hot dogs and hamburgers for us.
Oh, that's great. Is it down at the fairgrounds again this year?
It's in the education building at the fairground.
Okay.
Yep. And then
plenty of parking then. That's no problem then for parking.
No, parking is usually not a big deal. We'll hold the rain off, hopefully, for the day.
Yeah, the guys are tough. They don't melt.
They don't melt. That's right. We also, those of you that attended the health fair might have noticed that there were some automobiles there. So I approached them while they were there and asked them if they would bring some cars back, and they're also going to bring some nice brand new pickup trucks for us to look at.
Oh, how wonderful. Okay, this
And
is
we've done
Ultimate Ford.
motorcycles and we've done boats, and after I saw the boats at the or the cars at the health fair, I thought, cars and trucks, how much fun would that be?
Yes.
So
See the
they've
new-
agreed to do that.
Oh, that's wonderful. See the
It'll
new
be fun.
makes and models, and
Yep.
and you know, some of the vendors that are going to be out there prior to the show or to the actual event starting. There's some fun stuff out there too. It's some health related, but there's some other
Absolutely.
vendors that'll be there as well, right?
Yep, absolutely. We'll have all kinds of things there. We want to concentrate on your health, but we also want you to have a good time while you're there. So and we'll feed you lunch, and you don't have to pay. And
Yeah.
we'll give you healthy hot dogs and hamburgers. How's that? Never mind.
Well, let's see. In the morning, though, you're having
Yeah,
granola
we'll do
bars.
and, yeah,
So
and some
that's
yogurt
healthy.
and things like that.
Well, I'm telling you, this is, my goodness, what a lineup you've got here. So now on this, do people need to be pre-registered?
We prefer that you do that just so that we have enough food for everybody.
Sure.
And you just have to call 508-3880, and we'll put your name down, and
And that's all there is to it.
that's it. All you got to do is show up then. There's no charge, nothing to it.
Great.
Nothing to
Great.
it.
This is wonderful. 6th Annual Men's Health Forum, looking for a lot of good men. it
Absolutely.
says. A lot of good men. And how you got Forrest Wood to come to this, I don't know. You are
Persistence.
You are persistent because he loves to, but he's asked all the time.
I know he is.
And so this is really special. And as you say, you've got Dr. Badajo and Dr. King, Dr. Lindsay, Dr. Rawls. So and to get Dr. Tilley from the Interventional Pain Management to come and talk to folks, especially those with chronic pain.
Absolutely.
He is. I've met Dr. Tilley many times. He is an incredible physician and really knows his stuff. And Dr. Elkins, he's my guy. He takes care of my husband, and I think the world of him because we are so fortunate in this area to have such exceptional doctors. They're not just good, they're exceptional.
Good, really good, yeah.
So, and to have them take their time away from their practices and come out.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, you do not want to miss this opportunity to really get some good free health information.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't, and at the Muruck Center on Aging, we don't charge for anything. We do men's exercise classes, women's exercise classes. The doctors come in, like you're saying, they come in on their own free time, and they don't charge for anything. And I mean, it's just pretty exceptional. We are the 9th center on aging in the state of Arkansas. And up here in little old Mountain Home, Arkansas, we compete with like Little Rock and different places like that. And when the numbers come out each year through UAMS, we have higher attendance on every program we ever do than anybody else in the entire state.
Wow.
And that's pretty good when you look at some of the sizes of some of the other cities out there. So
Sure, absolutely. Well, but you get right out there and
you got to go after it.
Yeah, this is your passion. It shows. You let it show, and there's no better sales tool than when you're passionate about something.
Yep.
And when you're talking with the doctors, as you do, to say, we really need to get our folks educated in this area. Would you please take some time and come do that?
Absolutely.
So.
And they do it.
Kudos to you.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm an old teacher at heart. I taught 10 years in the inner city, actually. And I get no greater joy than to see people get education on things that they need to learn about, whether it's heart disease or kidneys or whatever the subject is. So.
Right. Because oftentimes once you educate yourself, and you've got that power of education behind you.
Right.
So much of the diseases that these physicians and others see are preventable to the point of, if you'll just make a few changes in your life, tweak some things to avoid some of these diseases.
Right.
So we all know about, like with smoking, stop smoking, so you're not going to get lung cancer or some throat cancer, that kind of thing. But these physicians can also steer you in the right direction on other things you can do.
Absolutely.
For yourself, for your health, to avoid down the road.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why we like the exercise classes, because it keeps them moving. You know, a lot of people say, well, maybe my balance is a little bit off. Well, that's exactly why you should come, because that's one of the things that they work on in the classes is balance and stamina, and it's not difficult, and if you can't do all the things that are being done in the class, you just participate in what you can do.
Right, at whatever level you're at,
Yep.
until you get stronger, until you
Yep.
can do more. Yeah, this is not like an aerobics workout
Right,
where
no.
the group is doing a choreographed dance routine. Yeah,
Not-
it's definitely there to.
Not in our house,
Not in your house, yeah. Debbie, we need to take a short break.
Okay, we'll do it.
We'll be right back with you. Don't go away. We want to talk more about the 6th Annual Men's Health Forum and learn more about what's going on over at the Marook House.